Good news, everyone. I've got a webcam. Now you can see my ugly mug in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Um, so yeah, there's that. Welcome to Lantern Year 3. No, 2. We're still in 2. We just got in the streams. 2 of our newest settlement, White Maid and Kingdom Death. Where were we? We were still in development at the last time we were going, but I think I took care of everything, set up everybody with what we needed, our bone axe, skull helm. We got our catgut bow, bone blade, bone dagger, and some rawhide armor. So we're pretty well set off. Everybody's going to get a survival for departing. And I believe we are going to be fighting a Gorm tonight, unless someone has a different idea. You're welcome to speak up in chat. Ooh, I should probably also update my stream title and stuff. Jeez, who does that? Alright. So, yeah. Please let me know if there's any issues with the camera, the sound. It's a bit difficult for me to tell at times. I have my low light correction up, but that doesn't mean it's gonna do anything. Also, feel free to throw tomatoes at my face, because apparently that's a widget. That's a thing you can do. Did I say apples or tomatoes? Because they're definitely tomatoes. Alright. Let me make sure I have everybody that I'm supposed to. Daphne can go on this hunt. Laurent can go on this hunt. Rob Rafa can go on this hunt. And we need a new survivor name because Twitch chat is angry along with Mary the Otaku. They're too angry to go on a hunt this time. And Shafiq is blind, so probably best to leave him behind. Valeria 2 could go on a hunt. No, but we wanted to bring along the new guy. Alright. So here we go. I need to pull out quarry line here. We need the Gorm. It's our quarry Gorm. Excellent. Okay. Alright, let me give everybody their survival for departing. Yeah, actually, you're gonna only have one, I think, because we haven't come up with a name for you yet. I guess I'll name you. I can have a name for one. This is just a placeholder. Placeholder. Our blue is our Twitch chat, so you guys get to control him when you feel like it, I guess. Alright, so anyway, if everything goes according to plan, then placeholder will initiate fight with the Gorm. So right now we have Daphne revealing the Morning Bull. You approach the fresh corpse of a Gorm. The survivors must choose to steer clear or go near. I think we are definitely going to steer clear because I don't want to be ambushed by a Gorm. 3 brain event damage each. Ow. Well, it rendered everybody sane. And luckily event damage cannot trigger traumas. Right, Laronk. Ishy palms. The survivors come across a field of huge boulders, worn on all sides with deep, smooth grooves. If any survivor has 3+ understanding, they realize the Gorms use these stones to scratch their enormous, delicate palms. Armed with these fresh tracks, they may hasten to their quarry, skipping the next hunt space. If this moves survivors into the monster space, they ambush the monster. Roll a random hunt event if no survivor has 3+ understanding. No survivor does have 3+ understanding, so unfortunately we are going to have to roll a random hunt event in our little tray here that you can't tell the difference of. So 58. Woo. Evocative Death Book. I'd hold it up so you could see, but It's too dark because it's a black book with black paint, with a black cover and black art on. It's very black. See? Black. Scent on the wind. A strong wind blows, bringing with it the sense of distant places and things. The event revealer rolls 1d10. Okay, so event revealer, Laurent. Rolls a d10. Woo. Oh no. 10. The survivors smell their quarry's foul odor and surge forward. The survivors may skip the night's hunt space. If this movement starts the showdown, the survivors ambush the monster. So at least we will skip the next hunt space because it's just a regular hunt event space anyway. And we will ambush the Gorm. That is incredibly fortuitous. What a nice picture. Thud. Thud. Okay. So we're going to have tall grass cards set up adjacent to the Gorm. Not adjacent to the Gorm, but diagonal to the Gorm. Right, that's where it starts. Yeah. So we're going to have one here. And another here. And then we have some columns and a nightmare tree. Columns will be set up 4 spaces from all the terrain. Nightmare tree has to be 5 spaces from any board edge. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, nightmare tree's got to be like in this middle area, which is awful. Put the nightmare tree over here. These pretty much anywhere else. As long as they're 4 spaces away from other terrain. Yeah, they block line of sight, but they're not particularly useful because they'll also just make us run around them because the Gorm just walks over things. Monsters in this game just walk over pretty much everything. Who's got the most armor on them? We don't particularly have a tank yet. I guess you're our tank. Placeholder. And the most fun part about this fight is that the Gorm vomits all the time. Just like all the fucking time, just vomits everywhere. And it could pee acid on the floor. So like just standing around the thing is just deadly. So I really don't even. It's really hard to kind of deal with that first. The initial setup. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 A's. Alright, so we got 11 hits before the Gorm is defeated. There's the AI deck. We're going to kind of set up everybody so they can flank the Gorm, because the Gorm's going to go after here, take up these spaces, so oh, is anybody H? No, our strategist is... Oh no, we do have a strategist, yes. So giant stone face or toppled pillar. So let's add that giant stone face. Okay, you're gonna like go over here, because I don't even want to deal with you. 5, so it's gotta go here. We'll actually set it up here. We'll set him up here, him up there. That way he gets his range bonus. Because he has our... No, yeah, Laurent has the bow. We want him out of harm's way. Yes. So when standing on top of a giant stone face, they get +2 range and accuracy. So he'll basically spend his entire game up there, and that's quite fine. Right, and then we'll start off. We actually ambushed the Gorm. Wait a second. Right? Yeah, we ambushed. That means I just set that up all wrong. Because we can stand and attack from wherever we like. I'm reasonably certain. These dang games and their rules. They're really long comics at the end. Oh, so I can set this up literally however I wanted. So yeah, so what we'll do is we'll set you up here. I don't mind this setup. You can face that way, just in case. You can sit there. Yes, as soon as we ambush, we can basically do whatever we want, which is freaking awesome. Laurent will still stay up there. And then you can hang out in the flank. Since our toughness 7 and 8. Yeah, let's start with Laurent and his catgut bow. He gets +2 ranged accuracy, so he's well within range. His accuracy is a 5+. We'll leave it as a 5+ and get 2 attacks with that. 5 and a 7 will both hit. So we hit the Mammoth's Ridge spine and its hindgut. Yes, this is the vomit that I was talking about before. If we wound the creature, it's going to throw up on everything in front of it, which is why it's good to work out behind it. So let's start with the Mammoth Ridge spine. It's going to be 3 strength plus R, no strength, so it'll be a 5+ to wound. A 1 does not wound. Not off to a good start. And we'll do Mammoth Hindgut. A 4 does not wound. Alright. Way to be disappointing, Laurent. And we're a little bit in trouble with this Bone Blade because of the super dense hit locations, but hopefully we'll be able to avoid them. And we won't have to deal with them at all. Okay. Let's go with the Bone Axe next. 2 attacks at 6+. 1 hit. In the Mammoth's tail, if you attack from the Gorm's flank, gain +2 strength on attempting to win this location. Alright, so we are on the flank, so we're going to get a +2 strength to win this location. Plus our 3 strength from the axe, so it's 5 strength. It'll be a 3+ to wound. 7 is definitely a wound. Right, and then we'll continue with the Bone Dagger. So 3 attacks at 7+, and the blind spot's going to be 6+. 9, 10, 10. So on a perfect hit, we gain survival. Awesome. So we hit 3 times. Wow, that's impressive. 2, 3. Okay, we hit in the spongy leg bone. We're not attacking from the flank, so we don't get that bonus. The mammoth footed face. And the mandible. So let's start with the face. No strength there, 1 strength there, so we're going to need a 7+ to wound the face. 9. Good shit. So that's a wound. Then we'll go with the spongy leg bone. 6 does not wound. And then finally, the mandible, which does wound. Well, good, because I really didn't want to deal with that attack back. Alright, and then finally our bone blade. 2 attacks. Bone blade hits on 6s. We got 2 6s, so it hits. Alright, let's try the mammoth maw first. So even if it retches, it's gonna vomit in front of it. That's not a big deal. So we have 2 strength. That is 2, so it's gonna be a 4+ to wound. That does wound, and it retches all over the place. Alright, wound again, 4+. There we go. Damn, we're tearing this thing apart. But that does wrap up our turns. So the Gorm is going to go. It's going to wallop the closest threat in field of view in range, which will be Daphne. So wallop is speed 2, 2+, and does 1 damage. Daphne has no modifiers, so it's just going to be straight up. 1 hit. 2. Her body for 1 damage. Alright, and we'll go again. Daphne will start off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Daphne will start off by going here. Actually, it'll make her rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just so she's out of the way in case anybody calls her a wretch. 2 attacks, 6+, go. 1 hit. See, this is exactly why we moved her out of the way, so it didn't get vomited on. Okay, so we're going to roll against 5+. A 3 does not wound. Right, do our 3 attacks from the bone dagger. We hit on a 7+. Oof, 1 hit. And it's a trap. Lure Paroxysm. Full move the Gorm towards the attacker. If the monster ends his movement adjacent to the attacker, the Gorm headbutts them with its enormous skull as its lure dances frantically atop its head. Attacker suffers star damage to the head location. Turn the monster to face the most survivors. Each survivor in the monster is facing is knocked down and suffers star brain damage, where star is going to be the level of the monster, which is 1. Trap cancels all the attacker's hits, ends their attack, and dooms and fucks their day up. So, boom. So 1 damage to the head location immediately. This is facing the most survivors. So they'll get knocked down and suffer 1 brain damage each. And that's going to cause a trauma roll for placeholder. Seven, gain random disorder and 1d5 insanity. 6 is going to be 3 insanity. And she's going to become squeamish. You cannot depart with any stinky gear in your gear grid. If a status effect would cause you to become stinky, you lose all your survival. Alright, I guess we're not going to have any more any monster grease or fecal solve on this one. Alright. Location gets resolved. Do we have encourage yet or not? No. Well, we do. We do have encourage. So that should be knocked off. We're going to encourage Rob. That way he can still get his attacks in this turn. And then we're going to fire with the bow. 5+. Double 4s, of course. So no hits. Rob is going to move to the side in case of another wretch. Two more attacks, 6+. Nothing. Wow, it's because we did so well last turn. So, we're totally fucked now. Monster goes, aggravated bite. Closest threat facing in range. There's no threat it's facing, because knockdown stars are not a threat. Closest threat in field of view would be you. Be Rob. So, speed 2, 2+ accuracy, and 1 damage and bleed. Monster grease gives +1 evasion, so it's going to be 3+ accuracy. Both hits. So it's taking 1 damage to the body, and 1 to the head, which will knock him down. And each of those is going to cause a bleed. If we get 5 bleed tokens, he passes away. Or dies horribly, however you want to figure, however you want to label that. Oops, over there. Right, and that was the Gorm's turn. You stand. And we'll start with Laurent. His 5s. 2 hits. Oof. Alright, we'll aim for the mandible first. So, use 1 accuracy. Dice. 5 plus. 6 is a wound. And again. 4 is not. So it's going to vomit. Move the worm 2 spaces backwards. Survivors in the vomit zone suffer 1 damage to a random hit location that ignores armor. Oh, I should have been moving that backwards. My bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So placeholder and Rob are getting 1 damage to a random hit location that ignores armor. So Rob in the body, he was already knocked down. Placeholder in the head, that will knock you down. Daphne will encourage placeholder to get back up. And then attack with her axe. And miss terribly. Right. Move over. Attack with daggers. Two hits. We'll start with the bloated face. This will be a 7 plus to wound. Nothing. And then we'll go with the mammoth skull. Nothing. In this case, no, it's a wound reflex, so nothing happens. Alright, that was all 4. Gorm goes. Headbutt. Random threat and field of view in range. So that is everybody except for Rob. So lowest one will get attacked. I totally screwed that up. 5. 3, 2. Alright. So it's you. Movement 6. It's going to be Laurent 2. Move the Gorm down. Move and attack. Speed 1, 2 plus damage. Oh god. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 3 plus because he's got monster grease. Definitely hits. Does 1 damage, but he's going to spend his survival to dodge it, so that it doesn't do that after damage wretch. And Rob stands back up, and then we continue the fight. 2 attacks with the bow. One hit. Oh god, if we wound you wretches. So you get 5 plus wound. Nothing. 2, the 6+. 1 hit. Deathful ability. So this only happens if we kill the creature on that card. Otherwise, there's no other effects on this card. So 4 strength, let's say toughness, it's going to be 4+. And it's a crit. Too bad there's no critical effect on the card. It's terribly unfortunate. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll move in with your 3 attacks. Two hits. One's a perfect hit, but we didn't spend survival. Start with the tail, where we get a +2 strength. This is going to be 3. It's going to be a 5+. And a crit. Turn the Gorm to face the opposite board edge and full move forward in a straight line. The ender's movement, the monster is knocked down. Oof. So he takes damage, but he's going to run away, so that's going to cancel that second hit. Gonna move, full move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get knocked down, but it's also going to knock him down. Alright, knockdown monsters get hit on 3s. And it's a trap. So, the monster immediately gets back up. Doesn't need the full move, so it just turns towards the attacker. Does 1 damage to her head. Turns towards the largest amount of survivors, which is this way. Knocked down and suffers 1 brain damage. Bronk has to roll on the trauma table. He has to roll on the trauma table. And you lose 1. So 8s. 8s all around. Lunacy. D5 insanity into disorder. So you get 4 insanity. You're getting 3 insanity. You're hyperactive. During the showdown, you must move at least 1 space every round. And you have Caprolalia? All your gear is noisy. You are always a threat, even if you are knocked down. Unless you are knocked down, even if it affects us otherwise. Okay. Here's the noisy motherfucker. Okay, so that was the trap. And everybody is knocked the frick down. And it is the Gorm's turn. Aggravated by closest threat facing in range is nobody. Closest threat in field of view is you. Aggravated fight. 2 2+ attacks. Hit. Hit. Body and legs. And that's going to be 2 more bleeding tokens. Let's knock you down. And then since you fell over on our turn, you guys get back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yes. You get to start us off. 2 hits. Oh wait, you're hyperactive. Fuck. That is totally useless. Ah, crap. So you must move, which means our cumbersome bow cannot be shot. You're right. 2, 5. I guess you're gonna attack with a founding stone. 6+ because we have accuracy. Miss. 6+. 1 hit. Are you serious? Trap. Freaking trap. I can't believe that. Alright. So, headbutt. Head trauma. Oh, no, we just get rid of Drodicanthus and ignore that severe injury. Right, and this is the closest survivors, and you're all getting knocked down. Well, glad that happened. Oh, it was headbutt. Random threat. There is no threat. Everybody's knocked down. Illuminate. The Gorm's bulb increases in intensity, suddenly making the darkness light. Until the end of the next round, all survivors are now threats, even if they are knocked down or used an effect that says otherwise. Insane survivors are thrown into wild fits and they are knocked down. But we're all already knocked down. So it doesn't matter. I don't have an SO set up. Aragamus. Sorry, man. I should get one. And I am on the screen. Look at that. Everybody gets to stand. He starts off with these bone blades, 6s. 1-3. No, that's not gonna help. One hit. That's not the card I wanted to grab. Hit in the spongy leg bone. We get +2 strength because we are attacking from the flank. Yeah, and the light from the screen, it seems to be enough as long as I sit forward. If I sit back a bit, I get a little dark. And anything behind me is gone. But as long as I sit forward, it works pretty well. So I'm pretty happy with it. So 3, 4, 5. So 3s to wound. We only need the first one. Oh, 1. Oh, 1. Alright. I'm glad our archer is forced to move every turn so he can't fire his bow. That's really awesome. Alright, enjoy Far Cry Primal, man. So 6s because he's got the accuracy. One more hit. And, oh my fucking... Ugh. Headbutt. Turn. Knock down and suffer brain damage. Brings you down to 0. You down to 2. No, I didn't have time. I was playing Dying Light earlier. And then I was like, oh crap, it's 10 o'clock. I better get on stream. Alright. Not gonna be able to get there. You know what? She's gonna stay way back here. Random threat and field of view in range is nobody, so it's going to illuminate again. Because it was 2 rounds ago that it eliminated, right? You're not insane, so you're not gonna be knocked down. You guys stand. Alright. 5s. Or 1 and a 3. You know, 1 and a 3 will successfully fuck us. Alright, we'll go around the side here. Swing with our axe. Hit. Get a +2, so it's going to be +5 total strength, so 3 plus will wound. That is a wound. You're too far away, so do you have... I mean, we already know the AI. The cat eye circlet's over here. But they're an easy miss, so that's not going to help. You can go there. 6 plus. One hit. We get +2 strength on this attack. So 2, 4, 6. It's going to be a 2+ to wound. That wounds. One more wound, then it's over. Except you are way too far away to do any damage. So basic attack is going to be closest threat facing in range is nobody. Closest survivor in field of view is a tie between Valeria and Rob. Rob is less injured, so let's go for him. No, Daphne. Sorry, it was Daphne. I mean, they're both bodies messed up. Both have 2 blood. He's the other one who agrees, though. 2 attack at 3+. 2 hits. So 1 damage each to the waist and arms. Alright, we're just gonna crit with this last one to finish this dude off. 1 random Gorm resource. And that will end him. Aftermath. 1 hunt XP for everybody. Let's go into age 2 of our dudes. I don't think anybody has a weapon proficiency yet. Yeah, nobody's weapon proficiency yet. Yeah, we'll do that stuff when we get back. So we get 4 Gorm resources. And 4 basics. So you got 2 stout kidneys, a handed skull, stout hide, some love juice, bone, hide, organ. So not a bad resource pick. Definitely could be worse. First Night Growers defeated, add the Gormery and Gorm Chemist to the settlement locations. If they've not innovated it yet, the settlement gains a Negrito innovation. That is a science. Survival limit +1. Nice. Oops. That one's to go, not the other one. Alright, and then we're gonna get the negative consequences. Yeah, just the deck. Just the Devo. Gormley and Gormfist. We need Stout Hide for almost everything. I don't think we got any. Oh, we did get one Stout Hide. Gorm Armor is pretty good. Alright, turning to the settlement, set up 4 endeavors for our 4 survivors. Have we really not lost anybody yet? Yeah, we haven't. We also get Gorm Climate. The returning survivors found the settlement tormented by relentless foul weather. Add Gorm Climate to the next year and roll a d10. Gorm Climate pretty much happens until no, this actually doesn't happen until the update climate. Update timeline. Slender Blight. Throughout the settlement, the most disturbed survivors fall direly ill. Their mental anguish turns to painful boils and bruises. Roll 1d10. Oh, 1. Crazed survivors howl in agony. The tortured cries stir a chilling, distant memory in their gut. Forgotten fear. Insane survivors cannot depart this lantern year unless all survivors in the settlement are insane. That's a pain in the butt. Slenderman. Forgotten fear. In an instant, you recall the horrors of the past and see a familiar, delicate figure standing unheeded among the survivors. Your screams are choked by gouts of black water spewing from your mouth. Nominate a survivor with the blotted out fighting art to remember. No survivors have blotted out, then reveal the horror and the Slenderman ambushes the survivors. Are you gonna get ambushed by the fucking Slenderman? Oh man. Wow. We didn't even like set up the Slenderman thing yet. See, already here doesn't happen until like last year 6. Reveal the heart. The Slenderman's shape ripples into view before the survivor's eyes. If there is a nemesis encounters Slenderman on the timeline this year, remove it. Stop the settlement phase and depart for a special showdown with the Slenderman. After the showdown, resume the settlement phase. Do not gain Endeavor, draw a settlement event card, or advance the lantern year. Alright. We didn't even get to that point. God. Okay. So survivors are going to start in all four corners. No. This is bad. This is really bad, guys. Bug patch is going to go 5 above the survivor and 2 over. 5 and 2 over. Bug patch there. And then debris adjacent to any board edge. Here, you can have it. Oh, you gotta move, so you can have it because you're gonna be fucking useless this fight. Assuming we survive. Snare, Gloom, and Madness Inversion. And Snare. Gloom. Madness Inversion. So, Ensnare. Survivor rolls 1d10 unless the result is higher than their Insanity or Lantern 10. We have to do Dark Place. Gloom. Remove the Slenderman from the showdown board, then place it adjacent to the target and as far as possible from all other survivors. Madness Inversion. You may spend an action to suffer random brain trauma and plunge into the unknown. If you do, even if you die, archive another survivor's pod imprisonment status card and place that survivor in an unoccupied corner of the showdown board. I don't know what's going on. When you gain this, remove your survivor from the showdown board and place them on this card. Cyrus Torn, Dark Place, Struggle. Wow. Right. So 8 Bs and 4 As. We're gonna get destroyed. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. AI. Because the rules of ambush too means that we're just getting attacked twice. Tegan dropped the controller onto her board because she's passing out. She just woke herself up with that. I think she went back to sleep though. Yeah, so we're going to end up skipping our first turn. So not only are we walking into this fight, with no idea what's going on. We're going to get attacked twice before we even get to respond. And we're just coming back from a hunt where our ranged guy was made totally useless. Alright, so Slenderman, go. Pick target, random insane threat. Laurent is insane. Daphne is not. So it's Laurent is going to be attacked. Place the monster in the center of the showdown board. Target gains +3 insanity. Target full moves towards closest survivor or Slenderman if no survivors remain on the showdown board. The target ends movement adjacent to a survivor. Both survivors suffer monster level +3 damage to a random hit location and are knocked down. Otherwise, target suffers monster level +3 damage to a random hit location and is knocked down. Oh, jeez. So... three insanity. I guess he'll go this way. And he'll suffer 4 damage to a random hit location and get knocked down. Brutal. Alright, roll on the severe injury chart for... Well, that was quick. Goodbye, Laurent. Your head explodes in a shower of gore. Alright, adjacent survivors, so that's that. Impairments. Dead. That's an impairment. Alright. Next. Sunder Palm. Threat with least insanity. Daphne is 0. Rob is 2. You have 2, so it's Daphne. +1 insanity. Perform gloom. Attack target. +1 insanity. Gloom. Remove the Slenderman from the showdown and place it adjacent to the target and as far away from all other survivors. Speed 3, 4 plus, 4 down. We're gonna die so hard. 4, 2, 4, 4. So 2 hits, 4 damage each. And you have no survival. So, first body, severe injury roll. 1. Boom. Dead. D-E-D. Dead. Alright, and now the survivors go. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do, because like he's on the other side of the friggin' board. Pod abduction. Threat with the most insanity. These two are tied. So roll off. Lowest one gets fucked. So Rob. Place monster in the corner of the showdown board farthest from the most survivors. I mean, it's either or, so. Boop. Target and Slenderman exchange spaces on the showdown board. All survivors within 5 spaces of Slenderman gain +3 insanity. Alright, so nothing. That wasn't too bad. Can't even get an attack on this guy. Threat with the most insanity. I don't even know what to do. Alright, perform gloom. Poof. Hi, Slenderman's here. All survivors stand, gain +1 insanity, and full move directly away from the Slenderman at the end of their movement. Any survivors with 6+ insanity are knocked down and gain 1 bleeding token. Gain insanity. Full move directly away from the Slenderman. Wow. Fucking Slenderman. Oh, and then draw an AI card. Dark Hour. Mood. When this comes into play, perform Amnesia. What is Amnesia? Now, remove the Slenderman from the showdown board. All survivors gain +1 insanity. The monster will remain removed from the board until a card or effect returns it. This is the worst fight. This is the worst fight ever. Wow. We were not prepared for this fight at all. Like, that's totally unfair that you can run into this in Lantern Year 3. Just by total fucking RNG. I guess I'll just move closer. I don't know what to do with these guys. You've got that, so let's see his next two AIs. So it shows Tentacle Snare. Or Gaze of the Eyeless. Alright, let's just end this. Let's just end this as fast as possible. Random Insane Survivor. Alright, you. Perform. Target gains +1 insanity. Okay. Perform Gloom. Poof. Attack target. Speed 3. 4 pluses. Oh, God, only one hit. Thank God. But we are taking 4 damage to the legs. We will dodge that. Because we actually can. We can finally respond to one of these. And we're close enough to attack it. Holy shit. Go. 228. One hit. Are you fucking shitting me? All survivors are doomed. Perform basic action, target the attacker. Slenderman performs amnesia, ensnare all survivors except the attacker. Alright. Basic action, speed 3, 4 plus. 1, 2, 3. Head. Head severe injury. Head explodes. You know, this is what I get for commenting that I had no one die so far. It's really what I get. Slenderman performs amnesia. Move from the showdown board. Our last survivor gains another insanity. And then he is ensnared. Roll 1d10. That is not higher than their insanity, so we're going to have to do Dark Place. The survivor looks on in horror as black water inexplicably pools around their feet. They are imprisoned. Suddenly the ground gives way. The survivor is swallowed by an angry portal of dark water sloshing on the ground. Nothing but damp stone remains in their place. As they plummet to a pitch-black ocean, slimy leaves lash their panicked, drowning body in the darkness. The survivor is trapped and gains the pod imprisonment survivor status card. They will attempt to break free in subsequent survivor turns. We don't have the legendary lungs. Fighting art. Alright, so poof. Alright, how about this one? Do you want to say on any of these cards? Alright, well you have one of these cards. You gain the survivor from the showdown board and place them on this card. Start a survivor's turn, dark place, struggle. Alright, the monster turn goes, it can't do anything as the survivor is off the board. Dark place, struggle. Set the survivor's insanity to 0 and roll 1d10. Two. Tangled, gain 2 bleeding tokens, remain trapped. Giant. 5. Inescapable pressure. Suffer monster level damage to a random hit location and gain 1 bleeding token. Remain trapped. Body. Nine. Scarred. Place the survivor in an unoccupied corner of the showdown board, and archive their pod imprisonment. They gain 1 bleeding token and 1 dark water strange resource. Okay, so Tendril Probe, random threat, the only one. Target gains 1 insanity, gloom, and attack. Poof. 3, 4 plus. 5 plus, because he's got monster grease. 1 hit. To the waist. And we'll roll on the chart. Eight. Slash back. 1 bleeding token. That's it. Dead. Well, that was brutal. Slenderman definitely kicked our butts. Showdown, let's see what happens. Defeat. The survivors left. The survivors left, never to return. No one remembers. Wow. They are totally forgotten. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll pick our death principle. We'll go with Graves. All new survivors get +1 understanding. Ten. Nominated survivor with tears in their eyes. Survivor takes a shard of rock from the ground and marks themselves with it. They cherish the mark forever. Get permanent luck. We'll give Mary the Otaku that luck. Okay. So unfortunate. And then we have Gorm Climate. I wanted that 10 so bad. We do have Havel. The survivors huddle inside as razor winds and sickening lightning pummel the settlement. +2 endeavor results at home innovations this lantern year. Wow. Jeez. I don't even know what to do right this second. We're going to develop. There is our innovate. For symposium, we're going to draw 4 of these and pick one. Yeah, let's get an inner lantern so that we have surge now. Inner lantern consequence. Inner lantern consequence. The Gormery. Ooh, we don't have any Gormite. We got Black Sword. What's the Gormit mask do? Let's make one of those. Or maybe not. Dense bone and a stout hide is a Gax. Would love to have made a Gax. Do the boots even do anything? The survivors may move through but not end movement in the space you occupy. Oh, that's nice. Alright, let's make the Gormit mask. And then we'll roll on the Gormistry table. 9, we get a healing potion. Oh, and we had an acid gland too. Do we have any bone left over? No. Because I could make that acid tooth dagger. That would be so cool. Oof. Yeah. So let's hang on to you, acid gland. Other. Alright. We've got an other resource. I'll use this love juice to make some kiddos. Right. Let's step away for a second, use the bathroom. I shall return. Alright. That doesn't need to be there. Let's use this love juice for some intimacy. Okay, we'll have Valeria 2 and Shafiq. We'll have them do that. Okay, we have check the young, so we get to pick the 8. +1 population, and then you go to max survival. Man, Slenderman fucking ruined us. Damn. Hmm. Oh, so we can surge now. Wait, as a new survivor, you get understanding. Margrave's principle. So not only that, but after we hunt this year, we're going to fight the butcher. So great. Hmm. That really took the wind out of my sails. Wasn't even supposed to run into Slenderman for another 3 years. Right? 3 years? No, longer. Slenderman doesn't show up until like here 9. Uh, I don't even know what to do about this all. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call Kingdom Death for the night until I can figure something else out. It's not really a Twitch plays if there's no Twitch chat. Move over to some Dynasty Warriors. Get to hear the most annoying music in the world in a minute. Swap it over to the controller. Can't see shit. Okay, where did Dynasty Warriors now go? keep that in the background rather than having it overtake us completely. Yeah, there's my man. Shayun's my boy. Why isn't that controller working now? Worked fine yesterday. I don't think I ever saw that trailer. So I'm not familiar with it, really. But hey, Posy, welcome to the stream, my man. Good to see you. I'm drinking some Mexicali tonight from Birdsong. I think I was telling you about it the other night. I hate it when I can't I can't skip an intro for some reason. What is going on with this? Why isn't my controller working all of a sudden? Nice. That's a good brewery. No, it is not the controller. I'm very, very confused on why this stopped working all of a sudden. I was doing fine with this yesterday. Floor's working here. Okay. There we go. Of course, when I go to do the stream, that's when all the fun starts, right? Everything works perfectly in practice. Alright, we're gonna pick some Liu Bei because we are on the side of righteousness. Sure, let's do the tutorial. I could use to be told how to slaughter faceless Chinese, right? Even though it should be muscle memory at this point, 7 games later. Or probably more like 14 or 15 games later. I've been playing since Dynasty Warriors 2 and every Extreme Legends and Empire and everything else in between. Whoa, seizure warning. Oh man, I miss Dynasty Warriors. I haven't played one of these games in a while. The Warriors Orochi series just isn't the same. Success. Nice. Not what I was going for, but you know, close enough. I was doing it backwards. Hell yeah. After a stun followed with a flow attack. Use that by pressing up. That's good to know. Because to know how to heal myself. Otherwise it's gonna end up like Dark Souls. I gotta like I guess I have to have my bar filled. I mean, I know that's usually the Muso attack, but I figured wasn't sure if it was gonna stay the same way because it's like Now I got another specialty thing on it. You're invincible while executing a special attack. Yeah, they got that backwards though. That's why I was having so much trouble with it before, because it's like it wanted me to use B where it said A and A where it said B. So that's weird. Of course I want to save my current progress. I don't ever want to do the tutorial again. Chaos.
Repeated natural disasters and poor harvests had aggravated the suffering of the people. In this period of turmoil, a man by the name of Zhang Jiao appeared. He began to teach the way of peace in Ji province and brought help to the common people.
The way of peace through violence.
Then, in the year 184, he rises up in revolt against the imperial court.
See?
His yellow turbans rose up in every district across the land. History would later refer to this as the Yellow Turban Rebellion. The imperial court unsuccessfully tries to suppress them, but is defeated. The fate of the 400-year-old Han dynasty is about to be decided.
Nice. And Liu Bei is gonna fight for the Han. Because if I know my Dynasty Warriors, and I do, I know where the story's going.
There are fewer and fewer people these days who come to buy my straw wares from other villages. The turmoil of war is affecting business terribly. It's hard for those of us who live day to day to have any security in our lives.
Liu Bei.
It's dressed very fancy for a straw farmer.
Despite his concern for the plight of the common people, he had little power to save them.
Ah, poor Liu Bei.
Instead, he was forced to weave baskets in his home of Lusang village, doing what he could to make a living.
I'm liking this extra storytelling. It's not just about the war, it's about the people. It's about the people behind the swords and spears. And the magnificent beards.
The governor is calling for volunteers to fight against the Yellow Turbans, or whatever those ruffians are calling themselves. They're on their way here.
Huh. That's kind of frightening.
Don't worry.
The Yellow Turban.
The Green Man group is taking care of it.
Volunteer troops. Those who would protect the people from the chaos of war. I wonder if they would accept me as one of their number.
Of course they would. Volunteers are basically just glorified conscripts.
The Yellow Turbans are here. They're just outside the village.
You don't look as concerned as your voice leads me to believe.
Call for help.
Everyone remain calm. All we can do now is fight to protect the village. The Yellow Turbans will not expect us to fight back. We have the element of surprise on our side. It will give us the opportunity to claim victory.
We don't stand a chance against them. We'll just have to give them everything we have and hope they spare our lives.
I don't think like that, Mr. Peasant.
Why do they have
You
to
have
go
me
to our
here.
village? We have to get out of here as soon as we can. Is no man here prepared to fight with me and defend this village?
attitude is to be commended.
Oh my god.
With you and teach the Yellow Turbans a lesson they shan't soon forget.
Oh jeez.
Huh. I was just thinking I'd like to get my hands dirty myself. I'll come with you too.
Is that better, Franz? I had to lower the game audio
I have not
before
seen
because the
either of
opening
your faces
cinematic
around
was
here
like
before, but I am grateful for
ridiculous.
your bravery. Join me, and we will keep the village safe. The Yellow Turbans bring nothing but violence and fear. We will repel them and protect the peace of the village with our own hands. Thank you for your cooperation. My name is Wheelman. I'm delighted to have two such fine warriors join our cause.
I am known as Guan Yu. I believe our meeting here is some kind of...
Guan Yu's voice
I
is
hope to see
awful.
more.
It is just awful.
The name is Shang Fei. Handy in a brawl, if I do say so myself. Nice to meet you.
The world is ours! All you see belongs to us! None can stand in our way now!
Alright, that can take a minute and
Get in the way of the Yellow Turbans?
troubleshoot for a second. Not really sure what's going on with the sound. I can give it a shot here, maybe. Oh, that is really low. That's really fucking weird. I wonder why it's doing that. I wonder why it's doing How's it doing now? Is it a lot better? Or is it still pretty much all the same nonsense?
Deal with my quick feet and my strong arms.
Oh, Zhu Kang. We meet again for the first time, for the last time. Yeah, man, I got a cam. Thanks to my,
I've got to get out of here.
courtesy of my cousin. Actually,
The way of virtue shall fail.
he picked it up for me.
This victory was made possible due to your efforts.
How you doing tonight, man? How's the audio on your end? Fran's just saying that it's a bit low, and I've been working on it, trying to figure out what's going on. Still less than they're going to be crafted. I might be a little quiet. Well, I mean, I'm also trying to be a little on the quiet side because I have children sleeping behind me. But I just want to make sure that I'm still audible. And that the game's audible and it's not like going over me. Upgrading. Use upgrade points to raise the abilities of officers. Villagers feed the points to the abilities you want now. You see the upgrade points when you level up. Nobody likes ranged attacks. Well, that's fine. The in-game music is like... The in-game music is like blasting in my ear. It's ridiculous. Check the officer. Okay. Do I have any other? Oh, I do. No, they're not there. I don't own any. They're just all there. Just list everything in the game. Weird. I don't have any animals. Reforge. Okay.
All is well, everyone. We have dispatched the evil yellow turbans, who threaten the peace of this village.
The voice acting in this game is painful.
What?
It's
You
just
really managed
painful.
to beat them?
What'll be the point in lying? Of course we beat them. We beat them good, too. They won't be bothering you for a while. Yes.
I really
We
want.
owe everything to this man who rallied us to fight. Everyone. If you wish to thank anyone, thank Master Liu Bei.
Liu.
What? That hat seller Liu Bei? He was the one that
Hat
saved us?
seller. Excuse me. I prefer
Thank
the
you.
term haberdasher.
Thank you, Liu Bei. I promise I will repay this debt. No, I only did what any one of you would have done. I cannot accept payment. The greatest joy I could know is to see all of you living in peace without fear of invasion.
You hear that, Zhang Fei? In this age of chaos, a time of selfishness and vanity, there's one
Guan
man
Yu
who
is
thinks
like
of the happiness of the
literally
people
killing
above
me.
all else.
Where's Sean? I need to get Sean in here to like hear this Guan Yu, so he can just be as depressed and upset as I am about this.
He's got the courage and the skill to back it up. Yes, he is no ordinary man. Yeah.
Well, thanks, team. Thanks for seeing that very colorful
special here today.
notification that I've never seen before in my life.
Recruiting troops, I take it. Do you intend to join the army of volunteers?
I do not know yet. I can say that I have been greatly moved by what I have seen here today.
Listen, I'm just playing you until I can get to Zhao Yun so I can play his story.
This land and bring even the slightest salvation to its people. Then it may be worthwhile to join this army.
That's real noble of you. If this army will give me a way of using my fists to pummel some bad guys...
If I knew how long this was, I would have went and refilled my beer while they were talking. That way you could all watch this and I could get more beer.
I've spent time wandering the land. Just as I was thinking I would like to find some place to settle down, I saw this sign.
He saw the sign.
We each have
It opened up his eyes.
ambitions.
He saw the
Yet
sign.
we have been drawn to the same place. What say you we all join this volunteer army together?
This is gonna be the Peachtree Garden scene? Is that what's gonna happen now?
And I've got a feeling I'm gonna get along real well with you two. I am of the same mind. I would be honored if we could all walk this path together. But I don't see why there's any need to hurry. Why don't we at least celebrate our meeting with a drink or two?
It is a glorious song.
Yes, why not? I would
Absolutely.
like to learn more about both of you.
I know you've been just staring over my shoulder for the past 20
We will talk
minutes.
at length there. Really? So you are a descendant
This
of Liu
really
Shang,
is long. You know what?
king
I
of
am gonna go get a
Xiangshan?
beer.
I knew there was something special about you when I saw you drive off the yellow turbans.
Wireless headphones are the
Realized
best.
you were royalty.
Because I'm in the kitchen, so it's just hanging out. You guys can
I'm
keep
only
watching that
very
thing.
distantly related. As you can see, I'm forced to make a living by selling straw mats.
I thought he was a hat
So,
salesman.
how come a humble straw salesman suddenly decided he wanted to save the village? I suppose your royal blood suddenly made itself known, did it?
Wow, that was awfully sarcastic of
But
you.
more than anything, I just felt myself consumed by an overwhelming desire to protect the ordinary people of this village.
So, rather than your own life, you chose to protect the lives of the people. Now that is true nobility. You're something, that's for sure.
Who does the voice
Who would've
acting for
thought
this
I'd ever
guy?
meet
Because that guy,
someone like you?
I feel like I've heard his
Just
voice
goes to
somewhere
show,
before.
You never know what life will bring.
For my part, getting to know two such mighty warriors as yourselves is one of the greatest honors of my life. It was amazing to watch you both in action.
I cannot help but feel that our meeting like this is
Yeah, but
not
I
a
was the one that said
coincidence,
haberdashery.
but it was dictated
Earlier, they
by the
literally
fates.
said hat salesman. Remember when the peasants were making fun of him? They're like, "Oh, the
It's
hat
just
salesman
too
saved
weird
us."
that we'd meet like this
I
and
said
get on so
haberdasher.
well. I have a proposal. I suggest that we swear an oath today to become sworn brothers. Hey, that sounds great. I'm in. I reckon the three of us could do great things together.
Sworn brothers? With you? Are you sure one such as myself is worthy of such a singular honor?
Indeed, if we are to be sworn brothers, then you are the only possible choice as the
It
eldest
still doesn't change.
and
I mean,
leader of our brotherhood.
I may be
Isn't that
incorrect,
right,
but that doesn't
little
change
brother?
that he was saying that the peasant told him he makes hats, and then he's
So
now
I'm
a
the
straw
youngest, am I?
mat salesman.
Now that that's settled, we should find a more suitable place to swear our oath. Do you know of anywhere more appropriate?
How about the peach garden in the village? At this time of year, the flowers are in bloom, and it is a magnificent sight.
Well, it's about time that ended. Oh, no, we are in the Peachtree Garden now, where they're doing the actual oath.
But it's strange, isn't it? We just met, and now we're exchanging oaths of brotherhood.
Some things in life are just about a meeting of hearts. Some people might call it fate. Some would call it a bond between people. Isn't that so, Zhang Fei of Yan?
Call me Fei. We're gonna be brothers, so let's not be so formal, huh, brother?
You know what? I think he has a point.
Well then, let's have a drink!
I'll drink to that.
We three are brothers bound by righteous purpose. Though
We
born
four.
at different times.
Cheers.
We ask to die. The same year, in the same month, on the same day.
That doesn't happen.
Forward with compassion for all.
It's very possible. The translations have been notoriously bad in this series for about all time. Well, graduation day. I feel like that 3 points each isn't really going to do very much. Successfully completed scroll. You can now play as Guan Yu. Excellent. Awesome. Oh, so that means that soon I'll be. All right, let's see how this works out. You just got to get to the next.
You there.
I think it was you there, and then I was waiting for it to like continue speaking, and it was just like, oh, there's this paragraph that we're gonna flash on the screen for like 5 seconds. I mean, I read pretty fast, but it keeps telling me X, and I'm using a PlayStation controller, and I'm just very confused. What's that total of? 16, 15? Alright. I'll grab another one. Like having 3.
Dude.
You say dude? Wait, how come Zhang Fei's level 12? I'm level 3. The fuck, man?
Hey, get on in here.
Where's craft? This is Chernobyl for a second. I was like, this is a way the wrong country for Chernobyl. Yusu plus 1 second with lightning elemental special attack damage. Cool. Oh, good. Can I like? Oh, can I just use any weapon? That'd be badass. I like that about some of the older games. When you could just basically grab and use any weapon with any person instead of just what came stock with that person. Thanks for sending me to the Reforge screen. Let's do this done with the Thunder Gem.
Can cut through anything.
Head to Mount Bailing. Bailang. Again
Please,
with the X mix up. Yes.
Thank you for your service. We're here to eliminate the Yellow Turbans as they're disrupting the peace. You
Those
are
damn
to help
Yellow
us today.
Turbans.
The volunteer forces are to assist the Imperial Army. Do not try and be a hero.
Do not try to be a hero.
You must know your place, respect your superiors, and provide what help you can without getting in the way.
I feel like I could be a better voice actor than these guys.
What was all that about? They put up a sign begging for help, and then tell us not to be heroes.
I want to be hero.
If we perform too
Because we
notably
could
in
be
battle,
heroes.
it will embarrass
If
the
just for
Imperial
one
Army.
day.
I suppose that is what they fear.
They're worried about saving face? This land will never improve if they're concerned with such meaningless issues.
It's true. I agree.
What is truly important is surely the desire of all of us to help those suffering before our very eyes.
You said it, brother. Those guys have lost sight of what really matters. Yes, we will show them what can be achieved when you are driven by the spirit of righteousness.
Like we are.
Then come, we must begin. We will remove the threat posed by the Yellow Turbans and bring peace and security back to the lives of the people.
Yes.
Brother,
What's going on with all that? That's really weird. Like... It's a weird symbol. Looks like sweat or something. Okay, so they're requests.
I'd like to borrow some of your strength. Do you think that would be possible?
I mean... Yes.
Thank you. Phew. Thank goodness that's over. Oh, I mean, good luck to you.
Wow, kind of full of yourself all of a sudden.
There's something I need help with. Do you have a moment?
I do have a moment. I'm not trying to defeat the Yellow Turbans or anything.
Yes, thank you.
I'm already defeating
Nothing
bandits, might as
ventured,
well defeat
nothing
more
gained.
bandits.
So true.
It is so true. Let's get all these requests and then go out and go murder bandits like crazy.
You there? Yes, you. Will you please listen to what I have to ask?
Defeat all of the roughneck axe users. Are all axe users roughnecks, or are all roughnecks axe users? Is it a mutual thing, or is it a mutually exclusive thing? Defeat the troublesome group of roughnecks who are cutting down trees under the pretense of training. Oh, okay.
Thank
They're
you.
taking
I
advantage.
hoped I could count on you.
Oh, what's this? Oh, neat.
Actually, I have a request for you. Do you have a little time for me?
Yeah. I don't know where that voice is coming out of your body, though. Defeat sword captain who has violated martial law. Oh, what dicks.
Accepting so quickly. Impressive. I'll be counting on you.
Well, I'm not sure it's impressive. I mean, some people would think that's just rash. What is all this stuff? Are there like chests that are hanging around this area? Like, am I gonna have to like climb up there and be like, oh, there's treasure chests up here?
There is something I would like to ask you. Tell me, what do you think?
Yes.
I truly thank you.
You have to train them by defeating them. Alright. I ain't gonna question your methods. I'll just do it. Bow, squat, draw weapon. There it goes. Required seasoning. Ran up to it to go break it, and then it was just like, well, let's put the swords away. Alright, so I've confirmed that this is what that is. It's gonna be boring watching me run around the top of a fucking castle breaking boxes, so let's move on and kill some things. God, there's stuff everywhere. I wonder if there was like a horse or something I could have got my hands on. Go hunting to wild animals such as wolves and bears. Bow attacks are especially effective in hunting such animals. Therefore, try to approach your target without being seen. Aim for vital points. After hunting, report to dilettante to check your hunting points. Bow attacks, you can aim for an enemy's head or attack when you've yet to be noticed, letting you deliver a highly powerful attack. These attacks are especially effective in hunting expeditions. Oh snap. I mean, I guess the wolves could just run at me too. I mean, that helps. Alright. Oh, there we go. So I have a horse. Where's my bow? My bow is down. Okay. No!
For my aspirations.
That's not what I wanted to do. Zheng Chao has been defeated by Wu Huang. just being able to just like pour into just dozens of guys at once in a totally unrealistic manner. Getting an achievement for something I have no idea, probably some ridiculous chain count that's on the bottom there. There we go. I completely forgot about that. All that historically accurate kung fu fighting. I hear they were fast as lightning. I have a feeling these deer aren't going to run straight at me. Where they are. God, I did it again.
I will fight to the end.
I found like a mine or something out here in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of a field. There's just tons of packed and no light. Thank you for running straight at me. That might have been difficult had you not done that. I'm glad there's no time limit on these quests because they were coming straight for us. I mean, you saw it. Acquired lots of tallow and red meat. Look, I didn't put hunting in this game. I just take advantage of the hunting system. That is a very large box to be in the middle of the woods. Like, who put that out here? Those wolves didn't construct that box. Okay. That is such an awkward... Look how awkward that is. My god. My god. I feel like that's probably not the best way to store your goods.
I've
got a
I
request.
feel like there has
based
to
on
be
your
a better
abilities.
way than putting all
think
your
you'll
stuff in a
find it
giant
quite
box and leaving it out in the middle of the forest. I feel like it's just like asking to be stolen.
I knew you would see the value in this. I look forward to your good report.
Where do you think you're going, Relief Captain? I know where you're going. You're going nowhere. Cause I'm gonna have to do the windmill.
I'll let you go for now. Don't think you've won.
I was confused. Because I thought that when I juggled you in the air until you died, I thought that was a pretty solid indicator that I had won. Oh, it was brutal. Just fucking tossed him into a tree. Because it wasn't bad enough that I double stabbed him with my sword in his chest. I had to fucking blast him against the tree. Oh, you're on my side. The trees vanished. I feel like I understand why the tree disappeared, so it'd be easier for me to see. But on the flip side, I couldn't actually attack because the tree was there and invisible.
Hey! You're tearing them up, brother.
I'm tearing them up. Brother. I didn't realize Macho Man was my brother. Nice. Let me just grab this pile of stuff. There's quartz laying everywhere. Durable lumber. What's the matter, brigand leader? Bit off more than you could chew. You know how you can tell it's night? Aside from the sky? The crickets. As many times I've ever been sad at night, I've heard crickets like this.
Thank you. Phew. Thank goodness that's over. Oh, I mean, good luck to you.
Isn't that exactly what you said before? Oh, it's because you're not the person I'm turning quests into. You're just relieved that I'm
I don't know
dealing
how
with
I
your
can
problems.
ever thank you. You really did.
I thought the way that like popped up over his head, I thought he had another request from me already.
Excuse me.
You bring some medicine from the shop? I don't think blacksmith is gonna be exactly where I'll be making medicine.
Welcome, welcome. Do please come again.
Battle. I gotta collect the licorice root first, okay.
For my aspirations, I will fight to the end.
That moment when you hit circle too many times.
Welcome, welcome.
Mica and quartz make strength pills. Who would have known?
Do please come again.
Dude, please, come again.
Hey, get on in here. Come again.
I mean, this has all the hallmarks of a open world RPG. In that you have what you're supposed to be doing, and then you have a whole bunch of stuff to distract you from that. Yeah, I figured that out on my own. I didn't realize I was playing Assassin's Creed all of a sudden. Items, blah blah blah. Equipping a favorite weapon. Okay, so you can equip any weapon you want, but some are favorites. and do extra stuff per person. That makes sense. Quality wolf pelt, quality deer pelt. Look, see, those poor forest critters did not die in vain, Franz. There's nothing you have to worry about. My chat froze up. Sorry, Franz. I didn't see that you mentioned how the yellow turbans are really good at procrastinating. And the lucky Chinese crickets. I've got there and there. It's kind of impressive that I can fall that far without being injured. I should probably just get on my horse. Look at my horse is amazing. Give it a lick, ooh, it tastes just like raisins. With the stroke of its mane, it turns into a plane, and then it turns back again when I tug on its winky. Do that dirty, do you think so? What is this? I discovered a bonfire, which doesn't look like a bonfire, it just looks like a regular fire. Oh, hi. Alright, where is a waypoint? There we go. Wipe out the brawny roughnecks. These hooligans. That looked brutal. I'm going to report to the peasant that the request has been completed. Alright, that's everybody. I will not slaughter that gigantic pack of wolves. Oh yeah, I gotta craft the
welcome.
vitality powder. That I
Do
already crafted
please
earlier.
come again.
Thank you, Official Dragonstar, for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good time. We're just exploring some ancient China tonight. And it's incredibly realistic.
Thank you very much.
It's exactly how I imagined ancient China would be.
We cannot stand idly by while the Yellow Turbans bring war to this land and turmoil to the people's... Thank you.
Oh, you're just saying the same thing over and over again.
You really saved me. This is...
Observe, this is a miracle bestowed upon me by...
By the heavens.
What just happened? Soldiers just appeared out of nowhere.
No, I didn't do that.
Well, I've certainly got no complaints. Is this enough of a reward?
I mean, if I say no, are you gonna give me more?
That went well.
You really saved.
Good show, good show.
Most impressive.
There we go. Seasoning. I'll be able to cook. And red meat. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff in there. It is literally for cooking. It's a box of red meat and seasoning. It's fast travel. You find, oh, good. There is a fast travel option. Did I not hand those in yet? I thought I handed everything in here. There we go, defeat the violator of martial law. And welcome, lumberjacks. Get some vandalism in, and then I'm out of here. Do I not know where the village is? Oh, okay. I have to have been there. Let's go find this village. Actually, the waymarks we found in your path starting to be displayed on the map. Okay. Okay. Yes. Oh, there's that. I think I visited. Yeah, I visited that one before already. Oh, got some quality resin. Hell yeah. It's way better than regular resin. Regular resin might as well just taste like ash, really. Capture the camp. I'm also going to Assassin's Creed it up here. I definitely should have died there. I thought I dove like that for a second, then I was like, oh, somebody hit me in the back.
Hey! You're tearing them up, brother!
Tearing them up, brother.
Whoa! What a show, brother!
The enemy is weakened with every area we take.
It's like the actual battlefields just spread out. Ooh, hey, that was purple. If video games have taught me anything, I should grab everything that's purple. Yeehaw! Yippee-ki-yay, get along, little doggy. Well, you're definitely dead. Shut up.
Hey, hand over everything you own, or we will take it by force.
Ooh, this is really sensitive.
Someone, please, save me!
I was gonna bow shoot him in the dick. This bow is like super sensitive.
For my aspirations, I will fight to the end.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was part of their horse training. You know, they really did these endurance runs where they were forced into fences for hours at a time until the fence broke just from them leaning on it. So, I mean, I understand. You know, it's all, everything's got a an explanation. Oh, nice. We captured an important base, not just a regular base, an important one. Here we go. Lots of fighting over here.
Hey! You're tearing them up, brother.
I don't know what exactly causes that Y attack, but very glad it's there. You bastard.
For my aspirations, I will fight to the end.
Yeah.
I don't agree at all. With all this pillaging, now I've got someone better to follow.
Oh yeah, you have somebody better to follow? Who? Because I will fuck their day up. The peasants have been defeated. Do not let the village be destroyed. No.
Forward! Show the enemy no mercy!
Those poor peasants. I meant to come save you guys. There we go.
So this is where I end. I wanted to see some more action first.
I mean, you just, sheath your weapons if you want, I guess. In the middle of combat. Why not? Like, it seems like a good time as any to just sheath your weapons, Lube. Makes fucking sense. Boom.
This can't be.
Fucking dead.
How can I have lost here like this?
Those who stand in the way of virtue shall fail.
Because you didn't take into account me. That's why.
Hey! You're tearing them up, brother!
I am, brother.
Whoa, what a show, brother!
Okay, so...
Thank you for saving us.
Oh, there we
I
go.
will not forget this debt.
Feet Guan High. And I was like, why can't I mount this horse? It's like, oh, it's not my horse. There's just some random horse I found in the middle of fucking nowhere. What's going on in this thread, guys? Why'd you stop, horse? I didn't ask you to stop. There's more fire. Go. Whew. All right. I think I'm going to actually just call this a night tonight. I'm getting really fucking tired. It's hard for me to keep my eyes open. So I'm going to save this, and then I will continue this probably tomorrow or Monday night. Alright, thanks for dropping in on my stream. Thanks for watching Kingdom Death if you watched that. Thanks for watching Dynasty Wars if you watched that. Thanks, Franz, for keeping me company in chat. Did I save? Yeah, I did. Good night, brother. Alright, we're going to raid my friend Bill. you go hang out with Sean. Macho Man Zhang Fei.
Shen, sorry. I didn't realize the raid just came up. So, welcome, everybody. Yeah, I see that. No, I'm gonna probably shut it down at midnight my time. I've been going since, I'm just gonna start having you screen names now. That's cool. But I'm playing this game through the first time. I know how it ends, unfortunately, but I don't know point A to point B. I don't know what's in between. This is my first time streaming, and it's kind of... I'm doing okay. It's running, I got told, at like 20 frames a second, because it's an old laptop, and it's kind of going through. So, what's a raid is where everybody from one stream ends up in here. So, Aravander and 4 people are now in my stream. Unless you were here before, I have no clue. I'm so into this damn game.